So, hi. I've been wanting to make this video for a while, but I've been putting it off because it requires some planning. Alright, so this is how not to fail your social work education. Well, I decided to make this video because I had a very hard time. Hold on. I had a very bumpy time during my undergrad experience. So here's some things that I picked up along the way, and I thought I'd share these gems with you. Alright, anyway, so number one is to stay organized. Oh my goodness, stay organized. I think the biggest help with being organized is to have a planner. And in this planner, you're going to write down everything. You're going to write down when your assignments are due. You're going to write down who you're meeting with. You're going to write down all appointments. You're going to write down everything. You're going to write down and keep track of all your volunteer hours so that you know how many more you have left and nobody tries to cheat you out of your volunteer hours, girl. It just has to be that way. So, this is an old planner from back in the day. See, 2013 to 2014. Fabulous. So I like these big planners because I can write everything in them. So like here, May 27th, this whole week, you see that I wrote down every living thing possible over on this side because I don't want to miss anything out. So it's needed. And I think when I started my BSW, this was not a thing, like, and I was doing horrible in class, like horrible. So this just kept me on track on everything I needed to do, due dates for everything, keeping track of how many hours. Like in May here, I had 201 hours of volunteer work. So I knew that was close to being done. Planner. This year in my master's, I have this one that I got from Staples. It's cute. And in this planner, it actually has pockets and stuff, which is amazing. Let's see if there's any. So, no. This one I use for school and like life things, and work. So even though I have assignments, I also have things like meetings for work and stuff in here. I don't know here. So what is this? September 7th to September 13th. I had process recording due. I had to meet with my group because it's an online school. So we had to meet on Google Hangouts. I have a big old note here to finish my homework. I also have a note here, going to the dentist, my process note when it was due again, even though I think it's right on here as well and over here. So I just want to remind myself all the time for everything. It is important. Do it. Plan. And don't do what I did and just kind of like assume that things were going to miraculously, like people were going to remind you, because they're not. So being organized brings me to my next point, which is to maintain your portfolio. Now, I was just told by another girl that's in the same BSW program that I was in that now the students are required to do an online portfolio, which would have been helpful for me, but you know, whatever. Can't dwell in the past. So in my class, we were required to do a portfolio. This requires you to save every graded thing that you have had in the 4 years. So some people had more than I did. This is my binder. And I probably could have split it up, but I didn't because I'm lazy and I wasn't buying another one. So in here, we have certificates and things that I've done in all my volunteer placements, all the evaluations from my volunteer instructors, my resume, and then this wonderful section. I don't even know if I can lift this up for you. I might break it. All my syllabi. There they all are. All this colorful section, all syllabi. Whew, so heavy. And I don't know, you just need to save everything so that at the end of your 4 years, you'll sit down. Actually, halfway through, you will apply to the program and they will look at everything you've done in this portfolio. Then at the end, they will again look at what you do, and that is part of your final grade for passing the whole program. So hold on to everything, okay? Hold on to everything. About being more organized as well. When I first started, I was not accustomed to holding on to my syllabi. I didn't think you needed them, whatever. So I didn't look at mine and then didn't know when stuff was due. And my teacher thought that was ridiculous because she handed out the syllabus. So now I look at my syllabus all the time and write down everything in the planner. You see how this works? Full circle? Yes. All right. Now that that's out of the way, I can push that away. All right, so one other thing that helped me, or help you not fail, is your APA manual. Now you have to get an APA manual and some other book. Well, you can get the other book. It's helpful for some things, but you can Google stuff too. But this APA manual, I didn't really read it, but I now see the value in it because I learned how to write APA style in my research class, which was 3 years into my experience. See how I could have done better if I just read the book, maybe? Yeah. So that was helpful. Definitely have to learn how to write APA and write it well, because you'll also need that to get into your master's program and to excel in your master's program. See how this is working? If you want to progress, okay. Lastly, I would say talk to your teachers, even just to let them know where you are, like your headspace, so they know that if you like skip out on class and don't do your assignments, that you're not just being like frivolous and not caring about your assignments, that you're actually having like problems. I cried every day of my life in my BSW education. Like, it was stressful, but it was worth it. So I don't know, maybe I just get stressed out easy, but if you're like me, definitely talk to your teachers, let them know what you're going through, so they can help you, give extensions on anything that you need. Even now in my MSW program, I had to talk to my teacher about not being able to complete an assignment the way it needed to be done. Again, because of poor planning and lack of, I don't want to say resources, but things weren't set up right for me to complete that assignment. So I let him know, and then I did the best way I knew how. So yes, that is my advice. How not to fail your social work education. Yeah, it's definitely rough, but it gets better. And yeah, I'll just let you know, I don't know, it is bittersweet. Like, it's hard as heck going through it, girl, but at the end you're just like, wow, I accomplished this, and it makes all the hard work, blood, sweat, and tears worth it. Okay, and I do mean blood and sweat and tears. Worth it. All the late nights, and it'll open so many doors. Like, you hear people say that like your undergraduate degree will, like, education will open up doors for you, and you're just like, all right, yeah, right. But it really does. Even though, like, it does, like, you'll figure it out when you finish your degree. But your undergraduate is definitely helpful. So after you get your BSW, go on to your master's and continue to do well. And just remember these little pointers, and I'm pretty sure it'll help you on your way. Okay? All right. See you next time. Bye. Wherever you go, oh, won't you take me, please? Ooh, bear, I know you're out there. It's me and it's you. Silly old Winnie the Pooh.